project that we submitted is called Youth AppLab, and it's actually part of our larger Youth Lab project where we expose kids to STEM activities and concepts after school. And Youth AppLab particularly introduces Android app development to African American and Hispanic high school students here in DC. We've had some preliminary talks with some high school students, so they're really excited about participating. So they will learn how to create an Android app which they can create on their own. We're not giving any prescribed I guess ideas unless they can't think of their own, so it's really coming from a creative nature. We'll be in teams of 2, and the top 3 teams will win internships for that following summer. And so throughout the project, we'll also be interviewing them about, what do they think about their experiences as they learn a new programming language or a new language in and of itself, and just what do they think about programming, computer science as a potential career option, just kind of exposing them. They may tell us some things we don't know, and so we're looking forward to hearing their perspective on computer science. And it's just part of a broadening participation effort that's happening nationwide in terms of encouraging more African American and Hispanic people in general in computer science. I'm not familiar with every high school's computer science class. Some they may not even have a computer science class, and if they do, they may be learning Word. I'm sure there's some classes that are teaching programming or something from a creative nature, but we want to make sure that they are learning cutting edge technology, how to create an app, in 9 months. Okay, so they will be designing it. There'll be teamwork. They have to do time management, as well as the development and testing of the application itself. And then at the end, they have to go through presentation skills, public speaking. How do I actually convey to you why I chose this app and my experience of creating it? We talked to a group of kids that are participating in an after-school program called Crushed Ice. It happens, they're high school kids from Banneker High School here in DC, and the program happens on Howard University's campus. It's run by a gentleman by the name of Timothy Jones, and we have actually decided to create a crushed ice application for the Android through this project. So we've talked to them briefly. They're actually in our 3-minute clip that we submitted for the competition, and they're really excited about making an app. Right, so I think that's what really got them intrigued about the project. I mean, I think when we first started talking to them, we started talking about the apps that they might use. Do they even know what it is or the concept of it? And there was a wide variety of answers to that. But overall, by the time we finished, they were really excited about making the video. They were excited about the possibility of actually creating something and the world, could actually use and be exposed to their creativity. Well, that's interesting because that was one of the topics we talked about with the kids at Crushed Ice in our preliminary discussions. And, I asked them what do they do with technology just in general. And most of their answers were, we play games, we buy this, we do this. And so I introduced the idea of, well, what about creating your own game? And, for a while there were blank stares. I think, realistically thinking about a game or something that they use on a regular basis from the perspective of actually designing it and putting it out there for everyone else to use. I'm sure it might have crossed some of their minds, but to actually have an official conversation about it and with the prospect of actually really being able to do it if we win. That time we didn't know we won. So they were really excited, and they wanted to start right away. As a matter of fact, one of the students, Mike by the name, he wanted to start that day. He could not wait. So they're really excited about actually getting started and just coming up with their own ideas. Most of the time when you have high school students and you say, okay, we're going to prepare you for an internship, you're giving them company-based problems that they have to solve. So they have to learn the skill, apply it to your company rules, and create something that helps your company. And then, you know, they get compensated for it, but then they walk away. Here, we get to say, okay, what do you want to create? And what do you want to say to the world about, you know, about your app? And so we give them the opportunity to do that. So Uplift, we believe that, you know, exposure is key, and that it reminds me of a story that Jeffrey Canada from the Harlem Children's Zone talked about teaching kids chess. And he said, you know, all they needed was exposure to quality teaching, and they were able to compete nationally. So I think that basically applies here. So in our video clip, we say a new wave of apps are coming, and so we can't wait for that to happen.